Wasn't in your head anyway. Maybe take us through your day. How did you wake up feeling, and how did you get to the point where you were able to play?
You don't want to know how I woke up this morning. But yeah, obviously not the greatest day health-wise for an NHL game, but you know what? Felt better throughout the day, and I feel good now. So you know, I'm glad I could be out there.
Not sure if you're a basketball fan. Have you ever heard of the Michael Jordan flu game?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Was this the Nicky Euler's version of it?
That's up to you guys. I don't know. I mean, I did feel good out there. I've played feeling much worse than that. So,
Yeah, I'll grab 2 more.
yeah.
Was that a running back celebration on your goal there? How would you describe that?
I don't know.
It worked. It looked good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal wasn't exactly how I drew it up. Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird silly, I guess.
It's been a while since you and Domestikov and Perfetti were together. Getting back together, what do you think worked so well tonight?
I think we skated more, supported each other a little more. I still think that there's a lot of things that we need to do better in the sense of getting more ozone time and not just throwing the puck away on maybe a wasted shot or something like that. But I think overall we're moving towards something good, and that's exciting because, you know, we've had stretches where we haven't been good. We know that, and we also know that it's only up to us to get it going. And we do what we can to get ourselves going and playing well for this team. So it was nice to start out the way it did tonight.
What does 500 points mean to you?
It's special, but I think what's the most special is doing it here at home. You know, getting closer. I think it wasn't in my head much, but I was hoping that I could do it at home in front of our fans. That, you know, I think they were feeling pretty good tonight. So very, very special. Yeah.
What about doing it, Nick, on a very unselfish play where you set Cole up for his first career half trick?
Even better. You know, he thanked me a few times tonight, but like, we all struggle with scoring goals sometimes, and sometimes you think over it a little too much. I was talking to my brother about it this morning, and you know, then he has a night like tonight where, you know, he's in the right spot and plays great and gets 3 goals. So sometimes you just got to keep grinding, keep shooting, and I've been telling him that shoot. He's got a pretty good shot, so it's pretty exciting for him.
Who gets that puck?
Last one, guys.
Custody sharing, or
Oh, I'm taking that one. I'm older.
he'll get another hat trick.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Colorful suggestions on what to call that, a prick trick, a hat trick?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gotta talk to you guys more often.
Well, so, you know, you say you want to do more things, like where maybe you're not scoring, and we couldn't help but 8 shot attempts. You led the team with 3 hits. Like, that's an example of kind of putting the money where the mouth is, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to, again, focus on the on the input, on the small things, on the doing every little detail as best as I can, and then the play is going to develop for you kind of thing. And Flying Vladdy made some great plays, and just trying to go to the soft areas of the ice and find the open spots. And when it's your night, kind of just bounces your way. And haven't had those bounces lately, but just trying to be consistent with my game, and you get rewarded eventually.
On the first one, top power play shift. What did you see going down that lane?
Yeah, well, it wasn't the best job by myself for the first 30 seconds of the power play. I was, a little jumbled there with KC and on the breakout, and so I could have done a little bit better there. But then, Gabe makes a great play at the blue line to Fly, who's coming down, and then he uses his speed and vision, and I just tried to again find that soft area, and whether it was going to be a rebound, just support for him, or a seam pass like that. I saw him, we kind of locked eyes, and I thought it was coming, and he put it right on my tape, and just kind of got lucky, beat him.
Celebration, it looked like he had some kind words to say. What was happening in that huddle?
Yeah, I was just said great pass, that was awesome, that was a high end play, so it was a great look.
Can you that was a bit of a Lambo leap by you into the glass?
Yeah, it's been a while
Just
since
some
I scored. It was exciting. Yeah, I was happy for sure.
Can you explain, Cole, how sometimes you can take a line that's been together for a while, take them apart, put them back together, and it create a spark the way it did tonight?
Yeah, we've had a lot of success in the past as a line. There was times where we, were a little stale, and times where we were dominant. And we have the chemistry. We can play. We know how to play together. And when we're all playing well and playing like that tonight, those are we can get good results. And not just offensively. I thought a couple shifts we probably, had could have made better defensive plays as a group. But at the same time, it's we really didn't give up that much, so that's when we're on our best, is when we're not giving up much in our own zone off the rush, and then we're able to, translate that into our offense, and we did that tonight.
Doing all the little things is obviously a concentrated effort, but being that sort of pest or, as you said, a prick to play against, you saw that a lot of times tonight. Where did that light switch for you? What kind of made you have the confidence to play that way?
Just I just see how effective it is, right? I'm, trying to learn and adapt to the game, and, trying to see where I can be better. And as a smaller guy, I figured I kind of realized I can use my size actually to my advantage with, getting into guys, being slippery, stuff like that. There's, I just think that kind of something just kind of clicked. That's another element I can add to my game, and we, talking with the coaches, the biggest thing was I needed to find a way to impact the game when not producing. So that's kind of been my thing. If I can get a couple hits, if I can get on the forecheck, a couple blocks, whatever it is, then I can help the team win in a different way. And that's my mindset is just trying to adapt and be the best player that I can be.
Does it create confidence? Where there was that situation where I think you got a big slash from Logan Cooley there, you give him a bit of a bump before. Does that kind of get you going in a game where you're getting a reaction from an opponent?
A little bit. Obviously a guy like that, he's super skilled and talented, and I don't really know what happened there. It's kind of Neil kind of hit him, and then I hit him too. So it was kind of like a little sandwich, and just trying to, be a pest. Pick your spots with who it is sometimes. Depends on who. Obviously, I'm not much of a fighter, and so I don't, got to be smart with that. But at the same time, I can be, I can get under his skin for 2 seconds maybe, then, he's got his mind elsewhere, then that's a success. So just trying to add that element. Obviously, that's not my main thought going into every shift is to be a pest, but it's to just grow and be the best player that I can be and adapt in every way possible, and that's just one thing that I can maybe add to my game.
Thanks, Cole. You fight for that puck.
No.
Speaking of not fighting.
Scott, is that an example of Cole Perfetti kind of practicing what he was preaching in the morning, saying he wanted to try and find other ways to impact the game? I think he led your team with 3 hits today, and so there's a physical presence, 8 shot attempts, so he's obviously in that shoot mentality, going to the net. I mean, you had to like what you saw, right?
Yeah, you guys got him all mad this morning. But no, you know what? He's, like I mentioned, he's 1 year older. He's learned from things that have happened in the past, and doesn't get down. I mean, he gets frustrated, but doesn't get down and let it drag into the rest of his game. And did a great job of going to the net. Got inside and kind of got some greasy goals, and that's kind of a lot of times for guys when they're not scoring. Those are the types of one that gets you off and running. And like to compete, and I think he mentioned to you guys, he hasn't stopped competing, and that's the best part of it.
How much were you holding your breath? 3 different guys block shots and temporarily leave. Cole's actually on the power play because Mark's not available at that moment. So
yeah, I mean
nights.
that's part of having winning hockey games, right? That's the stuff you have to do, and yeah, you can hear our bench, everybody up chirping and talking to the guys. You don't want to see guys leave the bench, but at the end of the day, that's the teams that do those, that hard stuff. Those are the ones that help you win hockey games.
Just one on that goal that doesn't count because I guess the whistle goes. That's not a challengeable play by you guys, right?
We can't challenge it. I was kind of hoping they'd call it a goal and let Utah try to make the challenge because Nino got the skates taken right out from underneath him. He was behind the net. The ref lost sight of the puck and then felt that Nino was on top of the goalie. So they missed the sort of the taking the feet out from under him. That was the part. But kind of hoping it would be called a goal and then let it go from there.
Sorry, you said you could have challenged it, but you couldn't have, right? Yeah.
Utah, if it had been a goal, then Utah could have, obviously.
With Cole, obviously age is a factor, but it seems like you're seeing more emotion from him on a face-off play. I saw him being a lot more assertive and communicating with teammates. It just seems like there's a lot more there in that regard. For you, where do you think the light switch went off in terms of him, just being a bit more emotionally present and engaged physically and all those other things?
Honestly, it's going through experiences. It really is. Him not scoring for an extended period of time, maybe not playing at the end of the year, those are all things you learn from, and you don't want them to happen again. Like I mentioned to you, his prior 2 years, he only played half a season, and missed kind of the most important parts of the year, which is the second half, the heavy hockey, the playoff hockey. So last year was, it was a great 82 games, and and for me, it's all part of him becoming a good pro and learning from the good times and the successful times, but also learning from when it's rough going. And to me, that's why he's handling this so well. And that's the part that you love to see. That means he's maturing, and he's understanding that a way he has to play on any given day, on any given game. He's got to play a consistent style, and he gets those kind of results.
How gratifying is it as a coach to see him play that way, be engaged in other areas, and then for his goals, it was, peak Perfetti. He was in the right spots in the soft areas, delivering, doing what he does best. What was it like to see?
Yeah, it's awesome because you see there's growth, and as a coach, you're trying to help those guys get through those rough stretches, those tough periods where maybe in his case it might be scoring goals, and for other guys it might be defending or whatever, it might be penalty kill or whatever. So when guys sort of buy into what you're preaching, and him recognizing that not getting farther away from the net, but staying close, get inside, win your battles, making sure he's good defensively. That's stuff that when you build that throughout your team, that's how we have have winning hockey club.
Very nice when a player might make a cut like Perfetti did on that power play goal and not get a pass like he did from Nikolai Ehlers. And Nikolai Ehlers might not have even played tonight. What did you see from him, and when did it seem like he was going to be healthy enough to play?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't feeling real good coming right up to warm up, but he was pretty adamant that he was going to get out there. And I've seen that before where guys aren't feeling so good, and it's almost like it kind of gets their mind away from the game sometimes. But he was dynamic. He was again, he's putting his speed on display, and when he does that, like I've mentioned before, opposition defense do not want to see him coming that fast down the wing. And that was a great pass. Like you said, Scheif not being out there, that was a big moment in the game for us to kind of get that goal. And we haven't had many power plays to make that sting like that. That was big and got us up and going. And now that goal that was a great move. Obviously, his patience coming in and just finishing those off they're special.
He also made the empty net goal pass to Perfetti, simultaneously getting the hat trick. And
I was
his
pretty
500
sure.
point
Sure he'd be looking, even if I had a breakaway. I think he was going to be looking backwards to try to find him. So that's just the guy he is.
Yeah, I mean, I think he said he's going to keep the puck on that one. That seems about fair for the veteran on that one.
Yeah, 500. That's a special number.
A bit of a reversal compared to last game. Is this the response that you were looking for?
Yeah, I thought it was in Colorado first, and then obviously, this was a team that kind of embarrassed us, and they're a good hockey team. They're a real good young hockey team, and they're starting to mature, and you can see it. They compete hard, and they weren't going to give us an easy one, and they weren't going to let us get anything without us earning it, and that's what we had to do tonight. And I really, I know Fetz and Fly were real good, but I liked a lot of our guys. I liked a lot of our lines that really stepped up, and we had to play a role. Whether it was Coop's line against their big three guys, their heavy guys, McBain line, even our fourth line has a big goal by Gus. He gets him off the schneid there, scoring his first one. Those are all pieces that kind of add to the win.
Speaking of Colorado, what goes through a coach's head when a guy like Mikko Rantanen gets moved out of his division?
Yeah, we heard it between periods there, but I mean, it's just interesting how things kind of happen, and we don't see them anymore this year. So he's going to the East, which is always nice, but yeah, it's just part of the game. Thanks. Thank you.